Dawn crept grey and thin over the trench line after a long night on watch. Private Thomas Hawley sat slumped against the damp earth, helmet tipped low over tired eyes. Miller was scraping mud from his boots with a bayonet, while Davies chewed on a cold biscuit that tasted mostly of trench dust. Corporal Finch stood a little apart, scanning the wire through a periscope, jaw tight as ever. For a rare moment, the guns were quiet. Then the world split open. A shell screamed overhead and detonated somewhere down the trench with a thunderous crack. The ground lurched. Earth and splintered wood rained down on them. Thomas felt the shockwave punch the breath from his chest. For a heartbeat there was only ringing silence. Then came the screams. "Help over here." Finch was already moving. "Us down the support line, come on." They ran bent low through the twisting trench, boots sliding in churned mud. Smoke drifted thick between the sandbags. As they rounded a corner, they saw it half. The trench wall had collapsed inward, and a dugout entrance had vanished beneath a heap of timbers and dirt. More cries came from beneath the debris. "Get these beams off," Finch ordered. Thomas and Davies heaved at a splintered support timber, fingers slipping in the wet clay. Miller clawed at the earth with frantic hands, throwing mud behind him. The air smelled of cordite and freshly torn soil. A muffled groan came from below. "Nearly there," Thomas shouted. Together they lifted a beam and rolled it aside. Davies dropped to his knees and dug furiously. A helmet appeared first, then a pale, mud-streaked face. "Hey, easy there, lads. Just take it easy," Finch said, gripping the man under the arms as they pulled him free. The soldier coughed violently but was alive. "There's more," Miller barked. They dug again, ignoring the ache in their backs. Another man emerged, dazed and bleeding from the scalp. Then a third, this one limp, leg bent at an unnatural angle. "Stretcher bearer." Miller roared down the trench. "Stretcher bearer, here." Two medics came running with a canvas stretcher. The four men helped lift the injured soldiers carefully, mud and blood slick on their hands. The third man groaned faintly as they set him down. "You're all right, mate," Davies murmured, though his voice shook. The stretcher bearers hurried away, disappearing down the trench toward the rear, toward the field hospital and whatever waited there. The trench grew quiet again except for the distant rumble of guns. Thomas wiped his hands on his tunic and looked at the ruined dugout. That could have been them, could have been their shelter crushed in an instant. Finch seemed to read the thought on their faces. "Back to position," he said softly. "No use standing about." They walked back through the trench more slowly this time. The morning light was brighter now, pale sun touching the shattered parapets. Thomas settled once more against the wall. Miller said nothing. Davies stared down the trench where the stretchers had vanished. Finch resumed his watch. None of them spoke of luck, but each felt it settle heavy in his chest, gratitude wrapped tight with the uneasy knowledge that next time the shell might land closer. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content like this.